We all know how excited people were to get their hands on Pokemon Sun and Moon. I'm RJ Gan and I'll be joining Cece on her channel to share our thoughts on both versions.
Welcome and thank you for joining our video. RJ Gan has Pokemon Sun, and as an early Christmas gift he got me Pokemon Moon. Big shout out to him for a great gift. Now, just to point out, neither of us have finished the game just yet, but these are our thoughts so far. So with that being said, let's get started.
As far as we have come in the game, as of now there doesn't seem to be much of a difference between Sun and Moon in regards to the story. So far, the differences we've seen from online as well as playing is a difference in a few Pokemon. Some are exclusive to each game as well as their certain evolutions.
As mentioned earlier, although we haven't finished the game yet, the story so far is pretty entertaining. I find myself looking forward to what might happen next, and what each trial has in store for me. Pokemon games on occasion feel a bit repetitive for myself, but I'm truly enjoying this one, and at times cannot seem to put it down.
The NPCs around my character are actually pretty fun to interact with also. Some may just say hi, others are trainers to battle with, some trade Pokemon with you or pay you to have a specific Pokemon in your Pokédex. I find it a little funny how most NPCs look the same, but then again, what game has NPCs that are all different?
Speaking of other characters within the story, I love how lively they are and animated when they speak. Unfortunately, I'm not a huge fan of the dialogue at times. Despite occasionally feeling annoyed with some characters, I enjoy that the characters have personalities to them. In some ways, the annoying dialogue can even be a bit entertaining. And I often find myself laughing a bit at some of these characters within the story. Now, when it comes to our character and the whole Pokemon trainer customization, I really love it. Although I personally do wish a few more specifics could have been added. Maybe even some more hair colors. In all honesty, that's something I specifically wanted. Some of the trial masters had blue, green, and purple hair, and I was partly bummed out that I wasn't given those options as well.
I love how you can change the hairstyle as well as the hair color and even create your own wardrobes. One thing I want to say about it is that I wish there were more diverse customizing, such as facial features or the character physique. But the developers probably didn't have much time or value in adding those extra features to the game. After all, with a handheld device, there are bound to be certain limitations.
With this game taking place in Alola, some of these Alola version Pokemon are a little funny looking in my opinion, but it is fun to experiment with this new take on some of our very much loved Pokemon. Along with this, traveling from island to island is also a fun way to search for as many Pokemon as possible.
I really want a Rayquaza, but I don't think it's acquirable in the game. Maybe it's only for transferring or a transferable Pokemon. One thing I really love is the QR code scanning, more specifically the island scan that scans the island you're on for unique Pokemon to catch. You should all give it a shot.
When I bought RJ Gan his 3DS, a big excitement was finding new games for us to enjoy together, so it's no surprise that we love the battling and trading. The trading helps when one of us has a Pokemon that the other wants, or vice versa. Not only trading with RJ Gan has been fun, but I've also enjoyed trading through GTS option. I've gotten a few Pokemon that I was really looking forward to earlier in the game than I expected, some from people all over the world.
Battling in the game is pretty cool with all the unique animations, although some of the titles for specific moves sound much cooler than the animation that is shown. The trading is really cool too, especially with Wonder Trade, being able to trade randomly not knowing what Pokemon you get. It's so cool that you can even search for a specific Pokemon or even deposit a Pokemon and ask for a specific one in return.
One thing I found interesting was the Poképelago option. I've enjoyed creating little islands for my Pokemon to play, relax, and exercise. Although, I must admit, it didn't quite catch my attention at first until RJ Gan insisted on me clicking and developing it.
To be able to have different islands with different purposes where you can actually see the Pokemon on each island. On the first Poképelago Island, some Pokemon that you haven't caught yet can quote wander onto your island. This is due to the growth of Pokebeans. If that Pokemon is comfortable enough, it will stay and eventually allow you to put it in a Pokeball and join your team.
In all honesty, RJ Gan has gotten further in the game than I have, and he has gotten his Solgaleo, and I unfortunately haven't gotten my Lunala yet. I haven't looked into them too much because I wanted to avoid any crazy spoilers, but I personally am looking forward to their part in the storyline.
As for Pokemon Sun, Solgaleo is the hero in my story. I love the lion representation it portrays. Although it's a great legendary Pokemon, I expected it to have cooler moves to start with once I got it. Maybe that was too high of expectations for me to have, but then again, it is a legendary Pokemon. Anyways, that's all we've got for you today. Hope you all enjoyed, and a big thanks to Cecizi for having me on her channel.
Please leave a comment down below with your thoughts on the game and any thoughts on the rumored Pokemon Stars for Nintendo Switch, and whether you've liked or disliked Pokemon Sun and Moon. Have a great one, and we'll see you next time.